This week's plan was to finish the cladding of the barrel house, but Benoit is another building site and we have this on and off rainy weather. I don't mind the rain, but my jumper does. It's from Givenchy, brand new, a present from Taylor Swift, a good friend of mine. She's very generous. It's made out of marine grade polyester wool from a Scottish free range alpaca rabbit. It's extremely soft to touch, very expensive. So when it rains, it can shrink so much that you can die because you can't breathe anymore. So I have to go inside. And I will do something that few people know I can do, and that's painting. Because normally Anna paints everything. People saw me painting once, Anna saw me painting once, and she said, never again. But I will prove today that I can do it. I'm a much better painter now. But before I can paint, I need to get rid of all these wooden lats here. They are unnecessary weight for the roof structure. They were used to support the former polystyrene insulation, very bad type of insulation. If you ever make new insulation, we find another lighter system. If you remember, there was a nest in this corner, but I'm happy to report that the nest is empty now. So they hatched and they abandoned the nest. All this needs to go, and I need to find a way to get it down. Good? If you have done any building work in your life, you know that the very last bit, whatever you do, is always the difficult one. There's always something that doesn't work. And here it is, the top beam here that is nailed onto the beam which rests on the wall. And I need to take it off. I can't take the beam on the wall off because otherwise the wall would fall down probably. So I need to take it off without damaging the other beam. It's just a nightmare. So I'm gonna cut the nails probably because I just can't get it out. It makes this horrible, like a dentist drill on steroids noise. Oh, I could do it like this maybe. That's smart, you see? Is it coming? Yeah. Yes. Oh, well done, Chifu. Now look at this. Look at this. No more rotten beams on the ceiling. Doesn't it look already so much better? If you just sit, no, it means that the camera doesn't show it, or you're just not a very nice person. I'm gonna clean here the dust off. The dust off because it's a bit dusty, and that has to be painted as well, of course. Why am I cleaning, you might ask? Well, as my late grandfather said, a famous Bitcoin billionaire, with painting it's like with the zombie apocalypse. You can only win if you're well prepared. I don't know how she did, but I think Anna smelled that I'm about to paint by myself. And she came. She doesn't trust me. Here she is. Well, I had that already here, look.
I know, but I bought one for me.
I have mine.
Yeah, exactly, matching.
Mine is better.
Why is it better?
You don't need that. I have the roller. Look, I have a roller.
Yeah, but we might need to do a little bit of like in the corners or, you know, you always need a brush.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm experienced.
Right. You have the experience and I have the intelligence.
Maybe what we should do is we should do one more each.
And then we see.
And we can compare.
Yeah.
And see who goes faster.
I do the small one because
I'm
a beginner. I'm a small one.
Oh yeah, that's slightly higher, it's true. Okay,
yeah.
So you have an advantage. This one is probably about 1/2 meter, a couple of feet shorter than this one. So yeah, I'm getting the taller one.
Do you think I need a protection because I'm wearing my Givenchy jumper?
What, you mean the one with the hole? Your 80s.
That's intentional hole. That's brand new, it's not from the 80s.
I think a little splatter of paint could add something to the
So it's
jumper.
good, you're good.
I mean, it depends. Do you want to get those boots, those jeans?
Well, I don't have boot protection. It's just old jeans.
You could put on your nice
outfit,
yeah.
I like these outfits. It makes me feel professional and strong and then powerful and even a bit dangerous.
Yes.
Do you look dangerous?
Yeah.
A little bit dangerous. Just the right amount of dangerous.
A little bit dangerous.
Yeah. So that's pure white. Normally we don't use pure white here at the Chateau because
No.
we prefer
Colour.
off-white.
Yeah.
But here the main reason is we want it shiny and light, and that's why we use pure white, because it makes it much lighter.
Yeah.
Things
Are you going to measure this,
carefully.
or are you going to do this by eye?
I think we do it by eye.
Philip style.
We just do divide this by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I put a little bit of water in there.
Good for you.
Right?
Okay, good idea. Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah. I think for this kind of project, we don't need to be too precious about it. We just need to get it done. Oh no, Philip!
What? Okay, what I do normally, I use this, and then I do this, and then there's no spillage, apart from a little bit of spillage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
So
give that a
enough.
stir.
That doesn't seem a lot.
Well, that's what you've just calculated. I trust your math more
Yeah.
than mine.
But don't use all of it. We need 2 layers, right?
Huh?
And the second layer needs to be full. So for the first, I'm gonna really make it nice and wet. Give it a nice soak.
It's
good
like a
soak.
mist coat, isn't it? It's what they call a mist coat. Ooh,
Oh.
that's so satisfying.
So satisfying. I'm already bored.
Problem is, Philip, as you paint, you're going to
It's-
blend into the time lapse.
It is.
Because you're wearing a white suit and you're painting white.
Yeah. But because I'm clever. Doesn't go as fast as I hoped it would go.
I bet you're going to use up quite a lot of paint at this rate. I feel like we could have diluted it a bit more, to be honest.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it looks very thick.
How can I paint all the way down without marking the floor?
Using a brush.
Without using a brush, of course. It's like, I'm not gonna use a brush. No, not that kind of man who uses a brush. Who uses a brush? Oh, it's so boring, Anna. I don't like it.
I think
Can't
we
we
need to
get a
add some
sprayer?
add some fun into it by making it a competition, right?
And it doesn't make it more interesting for me.
It's so
Sorry.
interesting. Look how satisfying it is. Like you're seeing it go from
Yeah, it's
dirty.
satisfied enough.
You could maybe.
Yeah, it's nice, but a sprayer, I think that would be much more fun. Why don't we have a paint sprayer?
We
spray
used to.
painter.
Actually, we might have one somewhere.
This is slow, Anna. I'm already almost half finished. Look at that.
That's because I was filming you.
So am I.
Let's give this a go. I can't. Ooh.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Who's the pro and who is the beginner here? Sorry.
Yeah, but I'm working with broken tools. This is broken. I don't know if it's going to actually stay on. I might not.
You want to put on
It's
some
fine. It's fine. I'm just
tape.
going to. You know what? I'm just going to get old school.
Honestly, it doesn't look so much better than when I do it, Anna.
I'm making quite a mess.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm starting to doubt your
My ability.
your expertise here.
It's been a while. I'm a bit rusty.
Yeah. I am done for today. It's getting dark and I'm pleased with the result. Have you seen it? What do you think? Does it look better? Yes, it does. It's not finished. It needs a second layer. Also, I figured out that by diluting the paint even more, almost 50-50, I managed to make everything much more white than before. Anyways, it feels so good to clean up this mess, turning chaos into order. That's what we do as humans. It's our superpower. Yes, animals don't do that. They just make more mess all the time, at least our dog. And you don't need to be a superhero type like me, who's able to paint this in an afternoon with only a little help of his wife. You can do it in a more humble yet equally important way by, for instance, sorting out the chaos of your web page. And it's easier than you think because there's a tool called Squarespace, an all-in-one platform to create an outstanding web presence, which also happens to be this week's ad. Unlike a skill set like mine, which takes years to acquire, Squarespace includes a powerful AI to help you create a website that matches your style and your need, even if you're a complete beginner. Whether this is for a personal project, a big web shop for your e-commerce business, or an easy-to-operate page to schedule appointments for your clients. And if you want to accept payments through your page, no problem. Squarespace covers this with an integrated payment tool, so you don't need to integrate third-party tools to be able to accept all major payment systems and providers. I also highly suggest to browse their vast library of templates, which can be used as a starting point. They are really inspiring. So if you want your webpage to look less like chaos and more like order and intention, I strongly suggest head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. And if you're ready to launch, use offer code Chateau to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I really love the grain. I love everything. And I think they're literally one plank short. No, actually they're not. They said one is missing. This is now fully cladded. I love it. And I have a job in the meantime. I continue painting because I think this should be finished. We should finish this. I can't wait. We are so close to the end. And hey, oops, Benoit's dog. Can you see it? Oops. Go. Go. Ah, he speaks French. Buddy. All right. I have to finish it. Oh no, I forgot to. Second layer, painting white on white. Amazing YouTube content. Enjoy. So Benoit is sorting out the cutting line where we cut all these beams. And I realized, listen to this cool sound. Listen to this cool sound. Look. Look. So he complains because I move this all the time, but it's such a cool sound, I can't help. J'arrête. I promise, I won't do it anymore. One more time. Je peux faire encore une fois. Arrête! T'es piquant, hein? Very nice. Look at this precision. Very nice. Look at this, guys. Look at the progress here. Massive progress. And this despite the red hair. Malgré les cheveux rouges, il y a la compétence. Même si...
Ah mais attends, c'est toutes mes idées ça.
Ah, c'est toutes tes idées qui...
Et ça flambe.
Ah oui.
Ça flambe tellement
Ça
j'ai
flambe.
dans la tête. Impressionnant.
Ah, mais t'as même la pâte rouge.
Ouais,
Tout dans...
Ah, mais
tout,
je fais tout dans le rouge. Moi. Tout dans le rouge.
tout dans le rouge.
J'ai aucune limite.
Comme ton compte en banque.
Ah oui, je vais toujours en rouge.
C'est curieux ce que tu fais là.
C'est curieux, hein. Alors,
What are you
si
doing?
Antoine ne s'est pas trompé,
Non.
normalement ça peut être sympa.
Ah oui.
J'avais un apprenti. Mais aujourd'hui, j'ai pas qu'un apprenti, j'en ai deux.
Ah oui?
Bah, j'ai toi et j'ai Antoine.
Mais
T'imagines sur le dos.
apprenti, tu m'appelles apprenti? Mais tu...
Il y a longtemps
comment
que
tu
pour un
te
apprenti,
permets?
hein, oui.
Tu es professeur. Et là, la mousse expansive, elle fait quoi?
C'est de la colle.
C'est la colle?
Oui, c'est pour maintenir. Ah bon, là, il est en train de nous faire de la... Là, c'est pas vraiment la...
C'est une colle?
On n'étale pas la colle comme ça d'habitude.
J'ai-
Bon, donne à papa. Donne à papa parce que là, franchement, c'est l'horreur. J'ai tenté.
I'm not sure if this is glue. He thinks it's glue. I'm not sure if this is glue what he's using, but I don't say anything. I prefer him to, to find out himself.
Oui, mais tu m'embêtes bien, alors il se venge.
Ok, va. It's a big moment. A small step for Benoit and Anthony, but a big step for mankind. Antoine, it's almost as if I have measured.
Non, alors justement, Philou, on a prévu, tout à l'heure, on a filmé avec Anna. Parce que justement, tu n'étais pas là, donc on a fait vite à faire les barrières.
Ah, pourquoi?
Oui, pour pas avoir d'erreur de mesure.
Ah ouais, d'accord.
Et là, t'as vu, comme par hasard, tout va bien. C'est dingue, hein. T'as vu la planche qui est là?
Oui.
Elle ne sera pas coupée parce que c'est elle qui va faire le battement.
Ah oui. Ah, c'est malin.
T'as vu comment ça fume là-dedans?
Donc c'est vraiment la moitié que t'as pris? Ah oui, c'est par hasard
c'est pas
que
la
c'est.
moitié.
Non?
Non.
T'as fait une plus grande que l'autre?
Il y en a une qui est plus grande.
Non, bravo, là, respect.
Voilà.
Là, respect. Là, on voit,
T'as vu comment ça
là,
fume?
on voit les 60 années d'expérience.
T'as pas une cigarette là? Non.
Ouais.
T'aurais fait la fumée derrière.
Oui, c'est ça. Ouais. Ouais, c'est ça. Ouais.
Donc voilà mon lapin.
C'est impressionnant. Bravo. Bravo vous deux. Je trouve ça très beau. Je trouve ça assez drôle.
C'est vrai.
Donc je m'absente plus souvent parce qu'il y a des belles choses qui se passent quand je ne suis pas là.
On avance quoi. C'est vrai.
Oui.
Il n'y a pas besoin d'expliquer quelque chose qu'il n'y a pas besoin d'être expliqué.
Ouais.
Tu vois, il y a comment te dire.
Non, mais parle lentement. Ça va, tu vas arriver.
Ouais,
articule, mais je sais que c'est l'émotion qui t'emporte.
Je suis tellement content de moi. Je suis fier de moi. Je peux?
C'est très beau, c'est très beau.